Thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, my name's Amy, and today we're going to be talking about my low buy. This I don't want to do because I'm embarrassed. You can go back and watch the first video if you feel like it, but I'm changing the rules because I did not do well in January. So I'm gonna tweak the rules a little bit. Basically, I did a lot of shopping. I felt so good at first because I wasn't, I didn't buy anything for like a week and a half, which is a lot for me. And then all of a sudden it was like tumbling down the hill. I wrote everything down. I have everything I bought in front of me. I'm going to show you all, and I'm also going to talk about what I wanted that I was able to talk myself out of, because I feel like that's important too, because if you knew how I was doing before starting this whole no buy, low buy, we are now calling it a low buy, because apparently I'm not able to do the no buy just yet. Okay, so we're going to talk about what I wanted but didn't buy. We're going to talk about what I did buy. And we're going to talk about, I have some empties, not a lot, but I have some. And I want to talk about the rules too, like how I want to adjust things. All right, so I didn't buy anything until January 12th. So I felt that was, I held out for a little while. And my first purchase was, I didn't bring them, hold on. Okay, my first purchase was from not Kale Paul. I have the hardest time letting go of that. It is now Lights Lacquer. She was having a major sale, and I saw that she had 3 Care Bear nail polishes still available. The one I really wanted was sold out, but I ended up buying 2 of the Care Bear nail polishes. Like, I'm not ever getting rid of these boxes. I was a Care Bear girl. Strawberry Shortcake, My Little Pony, and Care Bears. That was me as a kid, which tells you my age. Though they still have them around, they're just not as good as they were back in the 80s. But so this one is called what? Care-a-Lot Bear, right? Yeah, this is Care-a-Lot Bear. Hopefully, like, even look at the freaking wand or whatever you want to call it, the cap. I'm like, it's so cute, and then it looks so fun. I hope it's not chunky. Hope it will dry down, what do you call it, smooth, because I do not like when they feel like sandpaper. But it's just so cute. Look how cute he is. Look at him. Oh, do you think I'm talking to you? Come here. Yes, little Miss Sassy wants to be involved. Did you think I was calling you cute? Because you are. You are a cutie. You are. You're such a cutie patootie. You are the star of the show. Yes, everybody loves seeing you in our background. In the background, not our background. Okay, so the other one is Grumpy Bear. So this is the front of the box. This is the back of the box. And then what made me want this one? Yes, are you confused as to why I'm talking and it's not towards you? The reason I wanted this one was because, it needs to be shaken up a little bit. It looks like it's a beautiful periwinkle to me. Okay, so there's the front. I mean, the packaging alone has me like loving it. So there's the color and the cute little, and inside this one it says Grin and Bear It. I don't remember what that one says. Let's see. And this one says Radiate Kindness. I'm all for that. And then the other 2 I got were just her regular off the line, and there are 2 different greens if you don't know. Okay, my favorite color is purple. My second favorite color is green, and I like all the greens, just like I like all the purples. So this one is called Peppermint Patty, which makes me think of Charlie Brown, but I don't think that's what this was for. Can you see the color? Like a mint green. It's very pretty. Or seafoam green, maybe. It's very pretty. And then the last one is Chloe. And it's like an army green, I would say. Oh, I can't get this box open. Oh, and you guys might know that I am doing Deb B's project Panicure, where I rotate through my nail polishes. I have been sucking at that, and what did I do? I went and bought more. Okay, yeah, Chloe. And it's such a beautiful green. Love it. I do not have a green like this in my collection, so that's why I had to snatch it up. So that was my first purchase of January, and that totaled out to be $33, which I thought was pretty good because nail polishes are freaking expensive. And then my next was Glamlite was having a sale, and I do own the Scooby-Doo, both Scooby-Doo palettes and some of the lips. I own 2 of the Hershey Kisses, but other than that, I don't have anything from Glamlite. And I really, really want the martini. I want the wine, the 2 martinis, I think, and then there's a margarita. I want all of those, but I need a good deal. I've seen a sale on that made me happy, but so I ended up getting, and I'm blaming Misty for this because she's using this. That's right, I'm blaming you, Misty. She's using this. I think it's one of her Pan That palettes, I think, but either way. I bought the cupcake palette. I love the little oven. I'm like, come on, guys, come on. The packaging is adorbs. So we're opening up the oven, and inside is a cupcake. So this is it just cupcake? Yeah, it's cupcake. I thought it was like red velvet or something, but how cute is that? They got little sprinkles. All right, so this is what it looks like. So pretty. Pinks and purples, I love you. I'm so excited. I haven't even swatched this yet. I'm not going to either. Not until I'm ready to roll it into something, or I don't know. But I'm so excited to have this and try it out. And then with that order, I also bought the Michaela Fat 2. Now, I know there's drama around her. I honestly have never watched her videos. I don't even look at TikTok. I don't have a TikTok, don't want a TikTok. I just know of it because other YouTubers are talking about it. But I wanted this only because it's got greens in it, and that's why I wanted it. It's not because of the influencer, and for all I know, she still could be like just an awesome person and just had a mishap. I don't know. I don't care. I just wanted the eyeshadow palettes. I don't care whose name's on it. I wish people would stop making the velvety, because you know what's going to get ruined and not look cute down the line. I want to be able to wipe it down, but oh, the greens. The greens. Look at that baby. Yes. Just want to eat it up. I'm excited. I wish Erica had this palette so we could use it for our next bingo. Erica, go shop. No, don't go shop. I know you're on a low buy, no shopping. But if you had this, we would be totally using it. But anyways, so I bought those 2 palettes, and that came out, oh, I didn't put the total. Okay. Why didn't I write down how much oh, maybe that is was my total $19.60 for these? It might have been. Does that sound right? I don't know. I'll pop the total. I do not count tax or shipping in my totals for these things. I'm just telling you how much they were that I bought, you know, how much they were costing, as if I went to the store to buy it and there would be no shipping involved. Okay, so that was done on the 16th of January. And then also on the 16th, I went and downloaded the Mercari, is that how you call it? Mercari app. Because I think it was Megan's Musings. Oh, I love her. If you don't watch her, I'm linking her down below. Go watch her. She's got great content. And she's so honest about like what she uses and stuff. And she's on a no-buy. It's kind of a no-buy, but it's like a totally different thing. Way too strict for my ways of life. But you should check her out. But she was talking about how she put she puts makeup up on Mercari. And I was like, oh, let me go check it out. And then I never came back. Everything else for the most part that I bought this past month was all because of Mercari. So I went on there and there's a palette I wanted but got sold out. So I went on there and I was like, well, let me just type it in and see if I can find it. And that palette was the Ace Beauté Violet Sage. There's the box. This palette is so pretty, and I was like, I can't believe it. I didn't even know about it until Chanterelle showed that she got it. I was like, that is gorgeous! I went on the site and it's sold out. So I went on Mercari and I found it for way cheaper than what it was being paid for. And this has never been swatched or used or anything. So here's what it looks like. Isn't that gorgeous? Got these greens and purples. Yeah, baby. I am so excited for this. And I got this for, you're not gonna believe me, I got it for 10 bucks. 10 bucks. Now you know why I basically fell into a hole on this app, because it's like the deals. I know that there's been people complain about how there's like counterfeit or whatever you want to call it, fake makeup being sold on there. You just have to be careful and look at the reviews and all that. The nice thing about Mercari is they don't get paid until you receive the product, you looked at the product, and then you check a box saying that you have received it and you're ready to rate it, and then you can rate it. They don't get paid if you don't do that. So it makes me feel more comfortable. Like if someone sends me a freaking crappy thing and it's not anything like what it showed in the pictures, if you can hear my dog, I am so sorry. If I'm not out there with her, every little sound makes her bark. So yeah, if that's always been a scare for you, I feel that way on eBay. Like eBay, I'm like, there's so many shady people on there. But with this one, where they don't even get paid until you actually check mark it and everything, it feels a little better. I had one incident. I so badly have always wanted the Urban Decay Prince palettes, and I tried to buy the first Prince one, the one, not the purple one, not the Purple Rain one, but the other one. And she was all like, oh yeah, it was because of the holidays, I'll get it out, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, I totally understand. It's like, you know, the holidays, everybody's like crazy and not able to do the usual tasks. But it kept going, and you only get, I think it's 3 days to send it out before Mercari will say you can cancel your order with no repercussions or whatever. And I was like, well, let me just, you know, chat with her again. And I did, and like, are you still able to send it? Blah, blah, blah. And then she's all like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow came, and then the next day came, and then still nothing. So I was just like, forget this. I am not gonna sit here and play a game. So I had to cancel that one. But she never got any money because, you know, never received it, never had to do the whole checkmark thing. But that's the only time out of the things that I've bought off of this site that was a bit of an issue. But I didn't lose any money out. I just had a broken heart because I so badly wanted it. next purchase was, oh, I don't have this purchase yet. I saw, as soon as I saw I'm gonna call it the Arrow palette. It's the Inspired by Arrow palette by Adept Cosmetics. I've never bought anything from Adept before, but I keep looking, like every time they put out something, I'm like, ooh, that's kind of pretty, but I think I have things like that in my collection. So I just kept waiting for something that like was going, Amy, you need me. And this was the palette. Again, greens. Do I need more greens? Probably not. But I want to try the formula, and this palette was it. This was the one I wanted. I'm putting a picture here. I hope there should be a picture of the palette. Doesn't get, I don't even think it's been shipped yet. They sold out really quickly, quicker than they thought they were going to. And on the, I think it was on a pre-sale is when I did it or something. And then there's stuff going on. Some people are pissed. I'm like, shit, I can wait. I don't care if it takes you an extra week or two to get all the palettes sent out. I'm like, I just want the palette. So there's like one or two others that I've always like thought, I'm like, oh, I might like that. But I wanted a palette that I knew was something I really, really, really would love to get my hands on, put it on my eyes, blah, blah, blah. Not one that like, oh, I probably have that. It's okay. I'm like, I think I have it written down. Do I have any written down? No, I don't have any written down. There's like two, but they didn't seem like anything special to me. So I'm excited about that one. As soon as I get it, I might just go ahead and do a get ready with me when I get that palette. If you want to see a get ready with me, using that Adept Inspired by Arrow palette, let me know. Give me comments down below. That cost, now I usually do not buy stuff that is full price. Unless it's a limited edition, and this isn't a limited edition palette. So I did pay the $68 for it. But being an indie brand, like I cannot be like a quad for $54, whatever it is, like Charlotte Tilbury. I am never buying your palette for that price when you're like this high, like not indie brand type of a cosmetic person, and for foreshadows. But I'll buy you on sale. But like this, it's like this is an independent company. It takes a lot of money to make these things and make batches to sell and blah, blah, blah. So I feel better about giving them my money when it's a higher cost, especially since so many people love this brand. So I'm like, well, they can't suck if this many people like their stuff and have bought multiple things from them. So I'm excited to get it. I finally have something from Adept in my collection. That was on the 20th. I'm like, I'd be so good. And I'm telling you, I check my Sephora, Ulta, Mercari. What's the other place I like to? Oh, I'll go on to like TJ Maxx and Marshall's websites because right now I have no car and I can't get to one. And look at those every day, multiple times a day, because I can't stop myself. I even remove them and then put them back on. It's just, I need help. I need a real shrink. But to go a couple of days where I actually was like, nope, don't need that. Nope, I don't need that either. I felt good about that. And then as soon as I'd buy something and I would be like, yoo-hoo, I'm so excited. And then be like, damn, I totally screwed up. I shouldn't be buying things. But I'm not regretting any of the stuff I've gotten. The things I got, I really wanted. And either it's a brand I never used before, or it was a really great sale, so I couldn't pass. Well, I could pass up on it, but I wasn't going to. But nothing here is things that I'm going, shit, I didn't need that. I should just give that to somebody else. No, I'm excited to try all the stuff I bought. We still have more to go through. This is gonna be a long video. Okay, so after that on the 20th, the next day on the 21st, I went back to Mercari and I ended up doing my first bundle, which was nice because you can go in, like if you get something, a couple things from the same buyer, or not buyer, seller, you can now click a button saying you want to bundle it, and then you can offer, like put in an offer, like this is how much I would like to buy for all this. And so far, I think I've done 2 bundles. The first one she countered and it wasn't that big of a difference from what I was asking. And then the second one, she went exactly with what I asked for. So one, you only get 1 shipping when you bundle. And then 2, you can sometimes get cheaper than what they're asking for. So my first bundle was, oh, it's all in here. Okay, let's show you this one. I have never bought anything from Makeup by Mario. To be honest, I was always like, it doesn't look all that special. But all of y'all, I'm like, all of you who've used his stuff love it. So I was like, okay, this is not, I don't know my individual prices for this stuff because it all came as a, like once you got a bundle, the breakdown went away. But all of this together, I'm like individually was pretty cheap. So I got, which one is this? Makeup by Mario's Glam Quads Rosy Glam. So I got this one, and the only thing that this one has done is she swatched it. She said she's never used it, but I'm gonna sanitize everything anyways. So that's that one. I thought this was beautiful, and when I swatched it, it's so nice. What else did I get from this person? Oh, I got the Smashbox Heat Wave eyeshadow palette. Now I do have some Smashbox eyeshadows, but it's the little ones, like not a big palette. Oh, a little powdery. Let me clean that up. This was gently used. She said that she tried it once. I'm like, I'm cool. I'm cool with you guys using it once or twice. So that's this one, Smashbox Heat Wave. I also got the NARS. I wanted this for like as soon as it came out, but I was on a major budget back in the beginning of my whole delving into the beauty community. And I remember the NARS highlights, the Fort de France, and then there was another one that came out with it. Can't remember it, but everybody was talking about these. This has been used quite a bit, but I don't care because highlighters freaking never die. They just keep on going. So I'm like, oh, it still has a lot of life. So I got the Fort de France. I don't know if you can. I'm sure you already know what it looks like. So I got that. Now I'm all glittery. I also got a MAC face palette. I think this was one of their holiday releases. This is the Shiny Pretty Things Face Compact in Fair. I'm like, did my dog just go upstairs? Okay, sorry, I had to go get the dog. She was being a bad girl. All right, so we were talking about the MAC Shiny Pretty Things in Fair. So that's what this looks like. I think I've seen Jaylon use this and she swatched it and everything, and I was just like, yeah, watching even panning community stuff makes me go, I want that. So I got this too. And then I also got the Buxom Diva Dolly eyeshadow palette, which I didn't even know was a thing, but when I saw it, I was like, ooh, pretty. I like it. And there we go. I think this is a very pretty palette. And then lastly with this bundle, I got a Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize and Sunlit Glow. I love these. Some people think they're just bleh. I got this in Sunlit Glow. I might swatch this one so you can see what it looks like. Still very creamy. There's supposed to be like a a gold to pink shift to it. We'll see if we can get that to work. Might be too close, I don't know. Ring light is very bright. Can you see it? I see it. Maybe in the cap. I'm hoping you can see it. Just trust me, there's a gold pink shift going on. Now I don't have anything to wipe this off of. Get off my finger. So all of this, right? Yeah, all of this was $50. And you know, like, the Charlotte Tilbury is, I think it's like 30 something, or maybe I think it's like $35 for this little guy. And then I'm sure the MAC was 30 something or more. And, you know, like, all of this stuff is at least 20 or more dollars when it was first sold. So to get all of this for 50 bucks, I'm like, thank you. Thank you very much. She actually has a lot of stuff on hers that I'm like, I have saved. I'm like, maybe. I know I need to not, but anyways. So that was all done on the 21st. And then on the 22nd, I found the MAC and Aaliyah eyeshadow palette. What is it called? Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. Well, actually it just says Age Ain't Nothing, but you know her song was Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. I adored Aaliyah when she was alive and putting out music. She was freaking awesome in Queen of the Damned. So I didn't buy this when it first came out. One, I didn't own anything from MAC then, and so I just basically missed out on it. Oh, and by the way, when this came in, I thought it was gonna be a lot bigger than what it is. But I only paid 17 bucks for it, and it's never been used. Never been used. And I will use all these shades, but to be honest, I did it because it was Aaliyah. I got my eye on some of the Whitney stuff too, but so far they're very high. Like, they're higher than what they were when MAC was selling them. So we'll just have to wait and see if she ever gets to a price I can handle. So that was the 22nd. On the 29th, so I went a few days without shopping. On the 29th, I end up buying another MAC thing. And now y'all know I wanted this because on my first get ready, I was like, I want it, but I don't know, blah, blah, blah. It was the Stranger Things and MAC eye palette. It's the one, what's this one called? The Hawkins Class of 1986. Is that what it is? 1986? Yeah, the Class of 1986. But I didn't buy it then because I didn't feel it was something I had to have color-wise. I wanted it for the packaging, and I wanted this one because it did have, the color story was something I could use. Their other one, I was like, those are so dark, there's no way I'd ever wear them. But this is like, it's a little yearbook, guys. And then you go over this way is the back, but when you open it, I didn't even know this part, is it there? Yeah, that this part was, oops, sorry. That this part was in there, like this little, how cool is that? Hope, oh, well, it says Hop, but I think it's supposed to be Hope is Alive. I have no idea. I can't read it all the way because it's not actually spelled correctly, but it's from Enzo. Anyways, here's the palette. I'm sure you've seen it, but I'm very excited to actually have it now. Oh, I know. It's so pretty, right? It's so pretty. She's like, I don't care, Mom. Just pet me. Just pet me. I just want to be petted, Mama. Meow. My little talker. So I'm excited to finally have that, and I got this for $28, which is basically probably what I could have bought for it when it went on sale, but it went on sale and then it sold out so quick on Ulta that I never got it. So, and I kept kicking myself ever since. Look at your hair, it's just dry, it's flying everywhere. Little black fur balls. So that was the 29th, $28. I'm thrilled to own that. Also, oh, I don't have some of my stuff written down, but I have it sitting here. Well, I'm gonna keep going, and then the ones I don't know when I bought it, I will throw that in at the end. So I end up doing another order on the 30th, which actually I did 2 orders on the 30th on Mercari again. This time it was just for another Makeup by Mario quad after I got the other one. By the way, usually shit gets to you, things get to you a lot quicker than like when you're buying from Ulta or something. These people get to the post office and send it right out. So another quad. This one is the Glam Quad Bronze Glam. This one is pretty. So that's the other one. This one she only swatched, so it was like, cool. I don't get it, but cool. I can't sell my makeup. I'm like, I have to use it before I actually can decide if I'm gonna pass it on. That one was $11. $11. Now, I did another Mercari bundle. I'm gonna put a picture in. I wasn't gonna film this until I'm like, there's a little sassy girl. I wasn't going to film this until it arrived today, but then I just looked at the tracking. It's not gonna be here till 6:30 tonight. So I'll just pop in a picture of it. I got the Tom Ford Quad. I can't remember what shade it is, but I'll write it right here. And with that, I also got a Tom Ford Cream Shadow in Opal. I have never owned anything from Tom Ford other than a little mini lipstick that was a Point Perk. So I've always wanted to try it, and I think it was like $29 for the quad and $21 for the cream. And then it was like you would add like $6 shipping for each of those, but since I bundled it, it ended up just being $43. So I thought that was an awesome deal, especially since aren't the quads like $96 or something like that? So I'm excited. I already told Erica that I will let her know how the formula and everything is, because she's always wanted one as well. But if I'm gonna buy luxury makeup like that, it's gonna be on a major discount. I can't justify buying stuff without it being cheaper. All right, battery is running very low, so we're gonna switch that out and I will continue. Okay, sorry if different angle. Had to change out that battery. I've been talking a long time, I know, and I'm hoping you're still with me. Okay, so I was talking about the Tom Ford stuff. It all cost $43, those 2 items. And then I made a Sydney Grace January bundle purchase, and that cost $27.98. Again, I don't count tax and shipping. I'm gonna put the picture of it because I haven't taken them out, but there are a bunch of greens and pinks. Do you see a theme? And then they have their liquid shadow as well. So I will hopefully have put that on there. I can't tell you the names either, but that was, I've done bundles from them before, and I always just wait to, like, if it's a color story I want, then yes. And I've already saw the February one, and I know I'm gonna pass on that because I don't want a lip cream or a highlighter, and that's what's with the bundle this time. I just want eyeshadow. So I'm skipping that one. And then the one I didn't write down that I got was from Amazon. When this collection came out, I think it was early last year. I saw it on Instagram, and it wasn't in any of the Walgreens that I saw. So Physician Formula came out with a Breakfast Club bundle, I guess. There was like 2 different cheek palettes, some lipsticks, some mascara, I think, some other things. I don't know, I think I've talked about before, I love all John Hughes 80s movies. I mean, that's what I grew up on. I absolutely love them. Breakfast Club was definitely one of my faves, so I ended up buying this. It was on Amazon of all places. and it popped up in my, like my front, like your home page, like they'll show you like things that you might be interested in from your other purchases. So I was super excited. I almost bought both volume 1 and 2, but I'm like, Amy, you don't need both. And the 2 volume has mostly darker shades. That's probably, you know, that's because they're trying to get everybody. But I couldn't pass it up. This is the inside. How cute is that? And then this is, let me see if I can get the, there we go. Look at the freaking, you see how cute this is. I hope you can see it. Focus. Like, can you see the embossings? I hope so. I love it. So we get a highlight, 2 blushes, I guess 2 bronzers. Is that a bronzer or is that like a, I don't know, it's shimmery. What does it say? Highlighter, highlighter. Okay, so 2 highlighters, 2 bronzers, and 2 blushes. So these are the 2 highlighters, 2 blushes, 2, yeah, you get it. But they're named the Brain, the Princess, the Athlete, the Basket Case, the Rebel, and Class of 84. Love it. Just absolutely love it. The other one had different pictures on the insides. The outside was a little different. And that's why I wanted both of them. But I'm like, no, you're only going to use one. So I'm so excited that I actually now have this. I'm all about nostalgic stuff. Like a lot of my collection has things that I will probably never actually use. I just want it for nostalgia reasons. Like I have Saved by the Bell, the Care Bears, tons of Disney makeup. So I'm so happy to have this. And I also ended up buying one of the lipsticks, which is, this one's called The Princess. And if you've seen the movie, you understand. But sadly, it came crushed on, like the cap got smushed with it somehow. How sad is that? But it's like a perfect shade for me. And then there's the front. Like, this is very cheap, but I don't care. It's a color I'll use, and it's the Breakfast Club. So I got these 2 things. I don't remember the cost. I'll put it up on the screen if I can find it in my past orders on Amazon. So that's everything I bought. I didn't buy any books. I didn't buy any clothes. I think my biggest kryptonite is makeup, but it makes me happy. I can't help it. Like if there's something that I really wanted, and there's like a nostalgic thing involved, or if it's something that it came out at a time that I didn't have money for it and now I can get it, I'm gonna get it. I know that's not a great way of thinking, but I'm also pushing myself to stop and think before I make the purchase. I used to never do that. That's why like there's like quite a bit on my wants list that I end up not getting. Because I'm sitting there going, do I need that? Do I have things like that? Can I wait to get that at a different time? Like, so, at least I made that effort. So I'm proud of myself on that. Oh, and my total of everything that I bought this month is $307.58, which is freaking scary that it's that low for me, because I can tell you right now, I do worse than that. Also, I decided to cancel my BoxyCharm. Now, I used to get Boxy Luxe and Premium, and now I'm not getting either. I canceled it. I'll be getting the February box because it's already paid for, but after that, there will be no more BoxyCharm. And I think I kept BoxyCharm all this time mainly for the shop because you could get some great deals. And there was one product on there that was tempting me, which was the, I'll put a picture here, the Natasha Denona liquid eyeshadows, because they had such beautiful flips to them. I'm like, oh my God, I don't have anything like that. I want it. And I'm like, Erica, I want these so bad. And she's just like, oh, that BoxyCharm shop is like always got me too. It's like, you know, I didn't get it. Let's just say I didn't get it. That's the great part. And then when I went back to, because I went back multiple times, and like, do I? Do I? And like the third time I went back, it was sold out. So I'm like, thank you. Thank you for selling out. So that was one of my wants. I really wanted the Blend Bunny Troves. Here's a picture. I'm probably going to get it when it comes back in stock. I just couldn't deal with the price because it's 4 shadows, but I have to remind myself they're indie, they're multi-chromes, and those are gonna cost more. Hold on, mama. So I didn't love the big palette that came out with the Troves Lure, because it was mostly all mattes, and what I really want to try from them is their multi-chromes and stuff. So again, Blend Bunny was a lot like Adept, where they had palettes that everybody was talking about, but though that the palettes weren't talking to me, you know what I mean? Like they weren't anything special to me, but as soon as I saw Troves, I was drooling. It's like, give me a bucket. So, but then I saw the price and I was like, no, I don't think I can do it. But I saw, I'm gonna watch a few more videos of people who are actually using them to see if I really need them. Y'all can tell me either way. If you bought it, let me know. Like, is it worth the price? Let me know. I don't want anything from Blend Bunny. That's also something you need to know. Okay. Another thing that I wanted from another brand I've been wanting to try, but I have yet to, is Unearthly. And the one I really want is Fairy Frolic. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. And then, yeah, I think that's the only one from them that I'm like drooling over. And I think that's the newest one too. I might be wrong, I don't know. And then the other brand I really wanted was Gloss Gods. There's 2 that I'm like so badly want to buy, but I'm like, wait. So the 2 ones I'm putting pictures up. The first one is Gal on the Moon. I want that one. And the other one I want is Dancing in the Sky. If you have either of those palettes, let me know. Are they great? Are they not so great? Have you tried Gloss Gods? Let me know. Now, oh, and the other one I haven't tried before is Simply Posh, and theirs is Fairy Tale Fairies. That's another one I really was like, oh, that's so pretty. I want that. But they're also like, that one and the one from Unearthly, I'm like, they're pretty, but I probably have shades like that in my collection. So that's why I didn't pull the trigger. Sorry I keep saying that is so annoying. You're so annoying. I wanted Odin's Eyes Jewel Shine eyeshadows. Oh my goodness, those are gorgeous, but I didn't buy any because I have palettes from them that I have yet to use. So it's like, Amy, use the eyeshadow formula before you decide you're gonna buy more. So I'm gonna do that before I buy any. My luck, those will be long gone by the time I get to it, but it wasn't meant to be then, right? The other thing I've been looking at, and it's been out for I think 2 months maybe, it's a ColourPop palette, but I kind of feel like it's probably got shades that I already have, because you know how ColourPop is good about, or not so good about reusing their shades for different palettes. And that palette is Sage the Day. Obviously, greens. It calls to me. So that one is also on the list, but I didn't buy. I haven't been buying. I keep looking at it and I haven't bought it, but it's hard. If there's another sale and it's one of the ones on sale, it might be bought, but I think those are all the ones. Now, there is, I already know I'm purchasing something in February from a brand I've been wanting to buy from and I have not bought from before, and that is Copacetic. They're coming out with the freaking cutest quad called Rawr, I Love You. And it is I think they're multi-chromes if I remember right. I've got a picture here. They're so pretty. Greens and purples. Not purples, greens and pinks. Greens and pinks. I can't. And they're also going to be, they also do this, I learned this from Shelly. They do this $2 Tuesday, and they like put a couple of singles on out for just $2 on the first Tuesday of every month. Last month they were blues, and I'm like, no, I know I won't use those. So I skipped it, but this month I'm really hoping it's gonna be pinks since it's February. So I'm probably gonna buy some of the $2 shadows, but I'm most definitely gonna be buying that RAR ILY if it's not a crazy amount like the Troves was. So I already know I'm buying that for February. There's nothing else on my radar that I can remember. No. So that's the only thing on my radar. I'm gonna try not to go on to Mercari as often. So there's that. Now let's go. Okay, so I know I bought a lot of things. The money thing is not a problem anymore. It was only a small problem for a little time, but I sold my house. Everything's good. The money that's in my account is going to stay there like it doesn't exist because I bought a new house. I need to keep money aside just in case things start going wrong on this house. So that's still money I don't have, but now I don't have money going out that I wasn't expecting, because when I was trying to sell my other house, they were like, oh, you gotta fix this, you gotta fix that, and money was just flying out the pockets. So that's why I was like, I need to be careful with my money. But now it's just, I need to be more, what's the word I'm thinking of? Thoughtful? I need to not do so much buying just because I see it and I want it. I have to stop and think, do I really, is there a place in my collection for it? And that's what I'm trying to do now. Anybody else annoyed by that? I'm annoying myself. So I only have 4 empties. So, oh my gosh, why do I keep saying, All right, this isn't exactly an empty. This is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect mascara. I know this is everybody's favorite, and I might get hurt for saying this, but I don't like it. I kept using it because I opened it, I bought it. I know it's only like $3.99. First, it was too wet. I don't like, it was like, it got everywhere when I would put it on. So I waited like a week, and then I started using it again, and then I liked it a little better, but it flakes on me so bad. But I kept using it. I just stopped using it on my lower, but I still would get flakes by the end of the day. Like, I'd look like a raccoon. It was horrible. And then it doesn't come off very easy. I'm like, it's not even waterproof. So anyways, this has gotten to where it's clumpy. I'm not gonna use it anymore, so it's being called done. I've had it open for more than 3 months. The other thing I emptied was an Ole Hendrix, whatever, sheer transformation perfecting moisturizer. This little guy. I had this one on my desk for like, oh, I forgot to put moisturizer on this morning and I'm gonna put my makeup on. I just throw this on. Also, I finally, this used to just been in my travel bag. I never took it out of my travel bag. So this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea 4-in-1 setting spray. I actually love this stuff, but I'm not gonna, I think I have a big bottle still. I don't know. I used to. I think I still have the big bottle. I love the smell of this stuff, and I love the spray. This one started getting like very aggressive near the end. But finally used it up. I mainly only used it when I would go travel somewhere, so that's why it took forever for that one to go away. And then this has only 2 uses left, but I'm gonna call it because by tomorrow, because this one does not work for Florida people. I'm like, this is probably for someone that doesn't have any heat in their life. This is the Secret pH Balancing Minerals Relaxing Lavender Clear Gel deodorant. I love the scent of lavender. I know that's not a popular opinion. So I was like, ooh, let me grab it. I haven't used Secret in years. I use Dove now. let's see, what was it? Oh yeah, I thought I was going for a Dove, the lavender Dove, and for some reason I saw this and I just immediately grabbed it, and I didn't even realize it was from Secret. Secret doesn't work for me anymore. I think because I used it for like over a decade, and then my body's just like, nope. So once I left my teens, Secret doesn't work for me anymore. But this even more, like it's sticky under the arm, and or where else is it gonna be? And it goes away quickly. So I would have to like put this on at least 2 times a day. So not a recommendation from me, that's for sure. It smells beautiful though. But sadly it does not work. At least not here in a humid state. So that will be out by tomorrow. And then I'm decluttering one thing, and that is the Doll Tint Captivating Contour Bronzing and Highlight. If you watch my project panning update, you know I did not love this. Now I almost kept it just for this, for the highlight, because I did like the highlight, but I did not like this one is too dark for me. This is too orange, and this was still dark, but I don't like how it sat on my skin either. So it's like, I almost kept it for the one, but I have a lot of highlighters. So this is getting decluttered. It's going in my declutter box. It'll go to somebody I know, and if it doesn't go to somebody I know, it will end up being sent to Project Beauty Share. If you want it, let me know, because I'll send it to you. I'm that person. I will send you makeup if you want it. So those were, I got 4 empties and 1 declutter. I'm not fast with emptying things. I don't know why. And I thought I was going to have one of my conditioners done, but I don't always put conditioner in my hair when I wash it. Sometimes I just like doing a leave-in conditioner, like the spray. So it goes slowly for me. What else? Okay, so we went through all of that. I think what I'm going to do for February is try harder to not buy something I see right away. I need to sit back, think about it. I have yet to go and look into my collection and go, can I dupe that? I don't know what it is. I need to figure out what makes me get online. Well, one, boredom. So I do know what's making me do it. It's boredom, stress, trying to get my mind off other things. So I go and like either play games on my phone or go shopping. So I need to figure out other ways to occupy my time. Oh yeah, I was supposed to give you guys a life update. So, as you know, my aunt broke her dominant arm, her right arm. Well, 2 weeks ago now, almost 2 weeks. I heard her, I was in bed, going to sleep, almost falling asleep, and I heard her yell. Curse words were flying, so I jump out of bed and I run out the door, and she's laying on the floor. She fell when she was coming into the house after letting the dog out, and she landed on her left arm and now has 2 broken arms. It cracked here and here. The other arm is just here. But if you don't know, if this is broken, your shoulders are going to have shooting pain. You can't move this part of your arms, and you won't be able to use your hands for at least 2 weeks. So she basically became paralyzed from the top. I couldn't get her off the floor. It was like the most scary moment of my life. At least she wasn't crying or anything. She's just like, I know I broke it. I know I broke it. I was touching her arm. It didn't seem broken, but like she already broke one. She's got to know what it feels like, right? So I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? I can't get you up. And she's like, call your mom. So I call my mom, which lives 45 minutes away. It's her twin, so of course she wants her twin. So I call my mom, and my mom comes. It took forever to get here, and I'm like laying right next to my aunt, like, it's gonna be okay, I'm so sorry. I'm sure it's just like you hit a nerve, you didn't break anything. And I had to keep getting an ice pack. I put an ice pack on it, and then I had to put it back in the freezer and then bring it back out, and had to keep the animals from surrounding her. They kept being like, why are you on the floor? Oh, it was so stressful. My mom got there. There was no way we were gonna get her off the floor. There was 3 of us, and we couldn't do it. Not without hurting her, because, you know, couldn't touch the right arm. Well, now we can't touch the left arm. So I made my first 911 call in my life. And I was trying so hard. You know, your adrenaline's going so I could barely speak, and she's like, slow down, calm down. Anyways, I'm in my nightgown, like one of those oversized t-shirt-like nightgowns, and a pair of like pajama bottoms, because you know people were coming in my house. Hair's a complete mess. 6 hot, gorgeous men come into my house. 1, I have boxes everywhere. 2, I look like a hot mess. I'm like, seriously, this is the day you're bringing men into my life? So, yeah, I was dying inside. Them getting her up was an ordeal. She was screaming in pain. I was trying so hard not to cry. My anxiety was flying. They took her to the hospital. It was a hot mess for like a week in the hospital. Like, she can't do anything for herself, and then the staff is not, there's not enough staff to be like there to help her and all that, and so she wasn't getting fluids, so she ended up having kidney issues, and oh, there's just so much stuff, you guys. I'm not gonna go into it. This is already a long video, but basically it was a hot mess. It was horrible. Very stressful. I don't have a car, so I could not get to her. So my mom kept going. And then I finally got to see her on that Saturday. She fell on a Sunday. I didn't see her until the following Saturday. And she lit up when I walked in. It made me feel so good. And I was like, I had her laughing and all that. And then she was actually willing to do the physical therapy when they showed up, even though she was like dying in pain. It's so hard to hear someone you love in pain. Oh my gosh. She couldn't do much. Like, she just sat at the side of the bed, and you could literally see her body shaking. Like, it was trembling because she was in so much pain. And the muscles haven't been used. Y'all, you have no idea until you lose it. And anybody who was coming to me like, why are you so upset? She just broke her arms. I'm like, yeah. She broke her arms to the fact that she cannot use them. Like, there's no way she can use them. Do you know how much you need your hands? How much you need your arms? You can't walk without having your arms to balance you. You can't feed yourself, can't drink. So it's like, oh, I almost ripped off a few heads. Like, don't make it like it ain't a big deal. It was a big deal. She's now in a rehab center. She'll probably be there for 3 to 4 weeks. My mom's pushing for her to just come home. Like, she wants to, my mom's there every day. I don't know how she's doing it. She's there every day. She goes home at night and she works. I'm like, Mom, you're gonna wear yourself out, but there's nobody to give her drinks, nobody to feed her. So my mom's there for her. She's an amazing, strong woman. She's always been that way. I would love to be there for my aunt. I took care of her while she was here, but like, I have a job that you have to clock in, clock out. My mom has a job where she can go and come as she pleases as long as the assignments get done. So we were gonna have me there on the weekends, but my mother decided to not because my aunt has a roommate. So she's like, stay home, take care of the animals in the house. I'll take care of Sandy. When she comes home, you can come and tag team with me. I'm like, okay. So the plan is, hopefully in 3 weeks, she goes to my parents' house because they have a handicap accessible house because my mom once had a stroke. So we had to do all that. So she's gonna go there, and I will go over there on weekends and stay. And that way my mom can just relax, do nothing, and work if she wants to work, you know, and then I will take care of my aunt. She can't come home until she can walk and at least use her right arm. So, because the animals will trip her, and we don't have the space for her to like use the bathroom the way she's gonna need to and all that. So it's a good thing that my parents end up doing a lot of construction on their house for my mom a few years ago to make it handicap accessible. Other than that, my life is good, work's great, it's busy, but it's great. My health is going okay. I haven't had a migraine in like 2 weeks, so woohoo! So other than that, it's good. The stress and the worry that I'm worried about my mom overdoing it. I'm worried about my aunt. She keeps waking up in the middle of the night not knowing where she is and calling and asking like, oh, she had a nightmare that someone was breaking into this house. So she called my mom at midnight and goes, you got to get over there. Someone's breaking into the house. And she's like, no, you're in the rehab center. You had a nightmare. Poor thing. And she wakes up like, where's Pat? And like my Aunt Pat lives in Colorado and hasn't been out here in like 2 years. So it's like, it breaks my heart. It really does. She's like my best friend, and I hate that she's going through this. So it's taking a toll on me, and I'm having to sleep in her room because my dog doesn't get along with my little Sassy. She'll try to attack little Sass. So Sassy stays in my bedroom, and this poor thing will sit here and cry at the door until I come in. So I have to come in and see her a few times a day, don't I? So I come in here like 3 to 4 times a day and just lay there and pet her and talk to her. She loves that I'm like filming today because I'm in here the whole time. But my dog is going crazy out there. Anyway, so I have to sleep in her bed. Not a comfortable bed to me. I'm sleeping with the dog, which is fine. I used to sleep with the dog anyways before we got Sass. But yeah, it's so weird to be off my routine. So I'm not sleeping. Yeah, I think that's it. So basically, I need to do better. Excuse me. Shop less. But again, even though I bought all this, I'm like, I love that I have all these things. I just need to use them now. I did make some changes, like canceling BoxyCharm. I've had BoxyCharm for many, many years. So now it's gone. The only subscription boxes I have now are book boxes. So I've got 3 book boxes. One of them I get to choose my books, so that's really nice. And it only cost me $10 to get 2 books that I get to choose that are like either early releases or brand new releases. So if you love reading, book of the month. That is the best freaking book box that you can get. It's like you start off at $15.99, but the more books you buy, like each month as you go, it goes down in price. So I'm at $10.99 now. So that's cool. Other than that, I don't think I have anything to tell you. Oh, do you like this look? It's my palette bingo, and it will probably be after this video. So keep a lookout. I think that's everything. This is a very long video, and I'm very sorry. I'm gonna try to edit it as much as I can. I love that I'm trying to tell you that it's a long video and then my camera stops. It's like, yeah, I'm hot and I'm tired. Can you shut up? All right, for my camera's sake and yours, I'm gonna leave it here. If you stayed to the very end, put a $sign because you're a saint. I know it's a long one. I rambled a lot. There's a lot going on in this video. I'll try to, I might have to do, if you want, I can do my buys in a different video. I don't know, because then it's like, what would I talk about in my low buy if I'm not talking about what I brought in and what's going out? So we'll see. We'll see what happens on the next one. I'm sorry, this is a long one. I bought a lot of things and that's why. So maybe that's another incentive. Don't buy so much so you can make your video shorter. All right, I'm gonna shut up. Seriously, gonna shut up. I'm alone. There's nobody to talk to around here anymore. You're it. All right, I'm gonna shut up for real. From Sassy and I, thank you for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye. You're such a little scaredy cat.